Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards, see what's in store with a message from Spirit. All right, this week I'm using the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Let's see what's in store. What is the energy? We had a really interesting start yesterday. So let's see, Spirit, any insights? This is really beautiful. This is from my council, and they're showing me these little blooming white flowers. And they're saying for many of you, this is your time where you're coming into your spring. So I know for some, they're going into kind of like fall time. Some are kind of going into, some are like summer, some are in winter. Transition of seasons, depending where you are in the world. They're saying for many of us, though, we're actually stepping into the energetics of our spring, where we start to see the shoots come up, the little blooming flowers of what has been planted, what has been working and growing through the darkness underground. We're starting to come into the era, they're saying, where we see like the fruits of our labor, the spring blooms. So that's really interesting. I'm curious how the cards follow that. So let's see. All right, one more shuffle here. Okay. There's a really neat energy right now of this this feeling of like calm and quiet. However, there is so much behind that. And so it almost makes me feel like, if you've ever thrown a party or a wedding, right? And you're setting up the wedding. And when you're setting up, it's like you're the first one there. It's calm, it's quiet, but you know that there is a huge celebration coming, right? And you're just setting the stage for that. It's that idea. That's the energy I feel. Like it's a calm and quiet, but it's not like it's because there's nothing to do or nothing coming. It's like there's so much coming. And that makes sense with the spring idea, with the flowers blooming and stuff. It's like there's so much about to rise from under the surface that you have been working on in your life. This is very individualized, okay? This isn't just collective, although it affects the collective, but this is about you and your life. There's so much that's just about to bloom. And Spirit's showing me right now, it's kind of like in the very beginning of spring where, if you look outside, you don't notice anything, but if you look closely, you'll start to notice certain flowers actually starting to just come out of the ground, right? It's that kind of energy right now. So something to keep in mind. Oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. Look at this card that came out. This card is Atlantis, and it says, keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. This is totally it, right? Like that idea, the big vision would be like the wedding, but stay in alignment as you grow. Do the pieces needed to set the stage for that big wedding, that big celebration. These are those little bits of spring starting to pop through. So we're seeing the fruits of this. Notice where it's starting to show itself in your life. Don't miss it. That's this kind of energy too, is like, don't miss it. Spirit's like, don't be jaded. That's funny. Don't be in an energy of being jaded though. It's true, because that will block you from the small details that are starting to show itself. And for some of you, you may have already seen some big details, some big things come into play. This would be the next steps, the next phase. For others, these are the new beginnings that are coming up for you. So just really notice the small little things, because it is painting the big picture. Keep that big picture in mind. The next one, which is really interesting, is the Sweet Waters. It says sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, and balance. So what's really neat is the Sweet Waters here is very much a creation generation card. It's the energy of creation, right? Like sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility. It's all of the potentials there. It's that creation energy. So what this tells me, the universe is like, heck yeah, I'm totally here to co-create with you. So let's keep going. So that's why if you keep your eye on the prize, focus on the bigger thing while noticing the little bits coming in, your excitement adds the energy to co-create with the universe here, because the universe is full on ready. The universe is like, I'm here. I've got the sweet waters for you. Let's nourish this garden. Let's help everything grow. So be that co-creator. Be that co-creator, because this is neat too. The next card is Birth Mysteries. It says, what are you being called to create? So if we have the fertility kind of sensuality card leading into the birth one, that means something coming full circle, right? The entirety of embryonic growth into a baby, right? Like this full completion of a cycle. There's a completion of a cycle that wants to show itself as a new life, a new birth in some form. So for some of you, it could be you are getting pregnant, and if so, that's amazing. But this can also be a metaphor for many aspects of your life. You're stepping into a new job, you're stepping into a new life, a new mentality, whatever it may be, and you've been planting, planting the seeds all along. And now you're stepping into that energy of it coming full circle. So this is so cool. These two together, this tells me that you really are sitting in the co-creative seat. You're the pilot, and the craft is working in your favor. So what is it you're creating? What is it you're focusing your energy on? And how are you noticing it's starting to come into be? Because remember, there's been a big theme the last while of these synchronistic events happening, the universe wanting to show you how it's acting on your behalf. We're literally seeing that in the cards now, in a tangible way, very tangible way. So again, if we come back to the first one, keep the big vision and then stay in alignment as you grow. This is fantastic, especially as we're right on the cusp of January 1st, right? Like we're just about there. And this is like, set your vision for what you want. Whether you do that today, you do it tomorrow, set your vision for what you want and reflect on it often throughout the year so that you're staying really in alignment with what it is you're wanting to grow. And you'll be amazed at how fast your capacity is to create that into your own reality. This is amazing. I love this reading. I love this so much. This is so cool. All right, well, I hope this helps inspire all of you, helps you feel like you are in your own alignment, you're following your truths, your purpose, your passion, and may this carry you into the new year. So I'll leave this with all of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. I look so much forward to seeing you all tomorrow in a bright new energy, and yeah, have a wonderful time.